Glass is one of the most useful materials ever created. It's in your windows, your bottles, your glasses, and the screen you might be watching this on right now. But here's the amazing part. Glass is made from one of the most ordinary things on the entire planet, plain sand. So how do you turn humble sand into something perfectly clear and smooth you can see straight through? It starts at the beach, in a sense. The main ingredient in glass is silica, which is just the scientific name for ordinary sand. To this, glassmakers add two helpers: soda ash, which lowers the melting temperature, and limestone, which makes the finished glass tougher and more durable. Mix them together, and you have the recipe for glass. Then comes the heat, an enormous amount of it. This mixture is loaded into a furnace and blasted to around 1700 degrees Celsius, hotter than flowing lava. At that temperature, the solid sand doesn't just melt, it transforms into a glowing, gooey orange liquid that flows slowly, a bit like thick honey. Now here's something that surprises people. When molten glass cools, it doesn't form neat, organized crystals like most solids do. It cools so quickly that its atoms get frozen in place while still jumbled up, exactly like a liquid. So scientists call glass an amorphous solid. In a sense, glass is really a liquid, frozen in time. While it's hot and runny, the glass can be shaped in many ways. A glassblower can gather a blob on a pipe and blow it into a bubble, forming vases and bottles. In factories, machines press or mold molten glass into countless shapes, from drinking glasses to jars, all while it's still soft and glowing. But how do you make a perfectly flat, smooth window with no ripples at all? With a brilliant trick called the float process. The molten glass is poured out onto a bath of liquid metal, molten tin. Because the glass floats on top and the tin is perfectly level, the glass spreads into a flawlessly flat, smooth sheet as it slowly cools and hardens. And why can you see straight through it? Because of that jumbled, uniform structure with no crystal boundaries to scatter the light. Visible light passes right through the glass instead of bouncing off. The light goes in one side and out the other almost untouched, which is exactly what makes glass beautifully transparent. There's one last crucial step: cooling it down very carefully. If hot glass cools too fast, the outside hardens while the inside is still shrinking, building up hidden stress that can make it shatter. So the glass travels slowly through a long, temperature-controlled oven called a layer, cooling gently and evenly to become strong and stable. And glass has one more wonderful trick: it can be recycled endlessly. Old glass can be melted down and reformed into new glass again and again without ever losing its quality. From a handful of sand to a crystal-clear window and back again, it's one of the most elegant materials humans have ever learned to make. So the next time you look through a window, raise a glass, or tap your phone screen, remember that you're really looking through melted sand, heated until it flowed, shaped while glowing, and frozen as a liquid that simply forgot how to crystallize. It's everyday magic hiding in plain sight. And if there's a science or tech topic you want explored next, tell me in the comments. Your question could be the next video. If this made you a little more curious about the world, subscribe to the Binary Brew, and I'll see you in the next one.